Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to another episode of the most offensive podcast ever. I'm Slimmy V, and today I am going to be talking about Michelle Obama, our ex First Lady of the United States of America. Talk about her fears of her daughter and being racially profiled by cops. Before I get to the video, I would like for you to consider hitting that like button, share this video, and subscribe to this channel. Okay, and those of you who have already subscribed, I really appreciate each and every single one of you. Thank you very much. Now, without further ado, let's get to the video.
We know that while we're all breathing a sigh of relief over the verdict, there's still work to be done. And so we can't sort of say, great, that happened, let's move on. I know that people in the Black community don't feel that way because many of us still live in fear as we go to the grocery store or worry about walking our dogs or allowing our children to get a license. I mean, just imagine.
Aren't your girls driving?
They're driving.
Yeah.
But every time they get in a car by themselves, I worry about what assumption is being made by somebody who doesn't know everything about them. The fact that they are good students and polite girls, but maybe they're playing their music a little loud. Maybe somebody sees the back of their head and makes an assumption. I, like so many parents of Black kids, have to, that the innocent act of getting a license puts fear in our hearts. So I think we have to talk about it more, and we have to ask our fellow citizens to listen a bit more and to believe us and to know we don't want to be out there marching. I mean, all those Black Lives Matters kids, they'd rather not have to worry about this. They're taken to the streets because they have to. They're trying to have people understand that we're real folks. And the fear that many have of so many of us is irrational, and it's based on a history that is just, it's sad and it's dark, and it's time for us to move beyond that.
Okay, now that you've heard everything that she had to say, the first thing that came to my mind is, oh, okay, so we do know how to get a license or a photo ID. Okay, all right, let's put that out there, all right? The fact that we are going to continue to live in fear, okay, for something that is not statistically true. It is not statistically true. We do not have to live in fear. She said this. And if that's true, that's kind of weird. Why would she be afraid of them being racially profiled by cops? You know, the first thing that would come to mind if I'm her is them getting behind the wheel and getting into an accident or having to avoid a drunk driver. That would be the first thing that I would be fearful about if those were my daughters getting into a car. Not police. Okay? Police are not going around stopping every single Black person. That's not true. That is not happening. Okay? Now, the fact that she continues to say those type of things. Number one, she is the former First Lady. Number two, her husband was the president, right? Number three, her kids are in Ivy League schools. Two of the most recognizable children on the face of the planet. They're not gonna face this problem. The Obamas are rich. They live in Vineyard Yard or something like that. They live where white folks live. She's thinking that she's gonna have this problem, and this is why many Black folks tend to despise when these Black people act like they know what it's like to live in the hood. They don't. Why do they still want to be down? Why? Do they want to act like they know what it feels like? They don't. They way past this. There is no way Barack Obama wakes up in the morning, Michelle Obama wakes up in the morning, Sasha Malaya wakes up thinking, I'm going to be profiled by cops today. Police are going to come after me. What fear is it that you have? You are privileged. You are not in the hood anymore. You like this thing boils me to the bone because they worked hard. The Obamas worked hard to be where they at right now. Okay? They have gotten to that mountaintop. They have been there for 8 years. How did they get there? Hard work. Even Obama himself said that racism had no bearings on where he's at right now. When he was president, he got elected twice. Overwhelmingly. Instead of stoking fear into black and brown people, tell them how you became Mrs. Obama, the first lady, the first black lady of the United States. Tell them how you became successful. It was not by being lazy. It was by working hard, graduating from school, not having kids before you're married. You've thought positive in your life. You've had sleepless nights. Let them know what you went through. I mean, when you look at the success that she has had, obviously she picked the right man. You should be talking to young ladies as to how to pick a man who is going to be something in his life and not pick a thug. Obviously, Barack Obama was not a thug. The man was hardworking, studied his butt off, and then got to the highest position in American history. A position where Martin didn't get. A position where Malcolm didn't get. I mean, this is a teaching moment, but yet we're teaching fear. You've made great progress in your life, Michelle. You wasn't going around sleeping with Tom, Dick, and Harry. You held yourself to a high standard. You did not go around dating no hood rat, hoodlums. You did well. You've got the #1 possibly selling book ever or something like that. You've done quite well for yourself, Michelle. And I think it's time we start speaking positive into our young black women growing up. Young black girls, they look up to you. You should be a role model. You should be, but then you're stoking and putting fears into their mind, saying, oh my gosh, we got to keep marching. We got to keep doing this. When they've got everything that they need in order to survive and become successful. Graduate from high school. Don't have kids out of wedlock. Believe in yourself. Study as hard as you can. Man, they are pandering, acting like they know what it's like to grow up in the hood. I know what it's like to grow up in the hood. And in the hood, we cops is not even the first thing in our minds. Cops is not the first thing in our minds, okay? Another black person coming up robbing me, killing me, bullying me. That's the number one thing. Not no cops. We gotta stop this, man. We need to do better. We need to act better. We need to know better. We are instilling fear. Fear is going to have us attached to something that's imaginary, something that happens like rare. Millions of traffic stops per year. And yes, we do get a few killings. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Okay? I'm not overlooking that. We do. Okay? So does white folks. So does white folks. And when you want to go into that argument and say, oh, we are 2.5 times more likely to get stopped by police officer or shot or anything like this, then we got to go look also into the statistics that between whites, Asian, brown, and blacks, which race is more likely to commit violent crimes. But we don't want to go there. We want to pretend that that statistic does not exist. And I know, before you guys get your panties in a bundle, look at the statistics. Okay? Michelle? I wish that I was in your family so I don't have to be racially profiled. Okay? So quit stoking those fears. Quit trying to start the fire. Like you keeping that fire going. Chill. Let's relax with that. Okay? Anyway, that's all I've got to say with this. I ain't got nothing else to say. But if you're not offended, you definitely was not listening. I'm Slimmy V, and this is the most offensive podcast ever. God bless, stress less, and let Yahweh do the rest. I'm out. Peace.